What's up YouTube, PokePrimer here, primarily to deliver you another divisional matchup here in the DKD Subscriber Draft Tournament 2. This time we are taking on Wilder and the Justice Sovereigns with a very cool logo with a Cobalion on it. That's really dope. I appreciate it a lot. His team consists of Mew, Volcarona, Mantine, Aromatisse, Zebstrika, Dhelmise, Nidoking, Mega Ampharos, and Sock, and his Z Crystal is the Psychium Z. So he went for the Genesis Supernova route. He went down that route, which is perfectly okay with me. I'm not really worried about Genesis Supernova, to be completely honest, against me. I think that's not like the most useful thing in the universe, and like and if anything, like the other mon on his team that can really benefit from it are Volcarona, who can use that who can use the Psychium Z really well. I know certain regular sets actually run Psychium Z to break through some of their counters in the OU tier, so I understand that one. For the most part, his team doesn't really benefit a lot from that Psychium Z, unless he gets Zen Headbutt on like Sock or something. I don't remember if Sock gets that. If it does, then interesting. If not, then it's not really. He's got like two mons that can really utilize it properly, so I'm interested to see how it goes. But first mon we're going to be bringing this week is a very, very interesting mon. Now, first off, this is so that I can maybe fuck with my opponents a little bit, so that they're not just looking at Mimikyu for the Ghostium Z, they're looking at other mons as well. And that is because we're bringing Ghostium Z Mew, we're bringing Calm Mind, Roost, Psyshock, and Shadow Ball. Look at his team and look at this set and tell me how this set doesn't just sweep after a Calm Mind or two. The Ghostium Z is there to help us break the Mew. If it's a very bulky set, we'll be able to tear through that Mew after a Calm Mind or two with the Ghostium, which is very important. And Psyshock is literally just spammable against his team. Like, obviously Shadow Ball will be for the Dhelmise as well, but everything else gets hit by Psyshock, and Psyshock just hits harder. Like, I was going to just go with Psychic, but Mantine has a lot more special defense, so this overall just hits the majority of his team better. So after a Calm Mind or two, this Mew can literally just run shop on this team. Having it also be Z Crystal keeps it from being decimated by Sock's knockoff, which is also very important. Dhelmise is kind of a threat, but at the same time, if we get a Calm Mind up, the goal is A, find out the set of the Mew, B, find out whether the Dhelmise is AV or not. If the Dhelmise is AV, we might have to Ghostium on that if we haven't already eliminated it. But this isn't the only ghost type threat we have on our team, because we have Love Me, the Mimikyu, red card, with the disguise, obviously. Max attack, we have enough speed, outpace. What is that? What speed stat is that? What did I creep with this? Nidoking. This outspeeds Nidoking, so that's really cool. Setup mons on his team. Let's talk about it. Agility Ampharos, agility / cotton guarding Ampharos could be a pain in the ass if he goes for that kind of strat. Calm Mind Aromatisse, Quiver Dancing Volcarona, whatever setup he wants to have on Mew. He's got a couple different setup options on his team, and Mimikyu with the disguise plus red card stops all of those. Swords Dance, Shadow Claw, Shadow Sneak, and Play Rough. We get for the Swords Dance when we have the disguise up, and then once the disguise is down, whoever attacked us got bumped out of the match due to the red card. So we are actually put into an amazing spot with a +2 Mimikyu at full HP ready to just nuke whatever's in front of us. And realistically, since the only things on his team that can outspeed this are Mew, Volcarona, and Zebstrika, realistically, this thing can beat those because we naturally sped F bulky, so we can take on the Volcarona a little bit better. And plus 2 Shadow Claw will do a massive chunk of damage to it. Shadow Claw plus Shadow Sneak will more than likely take out the Mew, and I'm more or less thinking it'll be more of a bulkier build. I could see, potentially. I don't think Genesis Supernova will do a lot against my team, because I have things that can basically just swallow that, and like the Mew doesn't get any real benefit from it besides Psychic Terrain, and we can eat Psychics from a Mew in Psychic Terrain without any real issues. Between our own Mew and another member we are bringing this week, we should be fine against that kind of set. And then just overall, I think this Mimikyu can just tear through his team. So between these two, I think we have a good chance of just sweeping through with our ghosty threats, our little spoopy. One way or another, we're going to spoop him with either with Ghosty MZ Mew or with our Mimikyu right here. But to support these two beautiful bastards, we have Nick the Blastoise, Mega Blastoise. We're going with a more offensive approach for the first half of our team. Because honestly, against his team, I think that's just more useful. We have 64 into our speed stat. I believe that allows us to outpace max speed Mega Ampharos. If I remember correctly, I think that's max speed Mega Ampharos. We have 248 HP, and then the rest is going to our special attack with a modest nature. This thing's just going to nuke. Scald will do massive damage to a lot of his team. The only mon that I really have to be careful with is the Mantine, because I can't touch the Mantine with this mon, unfortunately. We have Dragon Pulse for that Mega Ampharos. If it doesn't have an agility up, we can just Dragon Pulse the Ampharos and kill it. Like, it doesn't appreciate this Dragon Pulse at all. And we have Rapid Spin to keep hazards off our side of the field. Realistically, I don't think he's going to bring hazards, in all honesty. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, his hazard setters are what? Mew and Nidoking. Yeah, I'm going to keep the Rapid Spin just in case, but if I don't see hazards in this match, I won't be surprised. And then lastly, we have the Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse allows us to take on the Dhelmise relatively well as giving us something to hit the Mew super effectively with. Just a nice, good offensive, nice bulky offensive Blastoise. I think that we'll put in a lot of work in this matchup. Next up, we're bringing our defensive backbone, starting with Akaberry, Registeel. Specially defensive, careful nature, fully specially defensive. Stealth Rock, Rock Slide, Thunder Punch, and Iron Head. Stealth Rocks are very important in this match. Force defogs from things like Mantine, or force him to potentially defog with Mantine or Mew. Force him to spin with Dhelmise or whatever. The way we built this is like Thunder Punch is for the Mantine. We could potentially 2 KO that, depending on his spread. With Thunder Punch, so we have the 4 times effective move there, and we have the Rock Slide for the Volcarona. Depending on what he brings, spread wise, we could potentially OHKO/2 KO that. That's why we have the Akaberry. Akaberry is so that we can tank a Fire Blast from the Volcarona, even at +1, and be able to hit it back with that Rock Slide, which would be very, very important. Then we just have Iron Head for stab. Gives us a way of 1v1ing the Aromatisse if we necessarily have to. It's something we could end up doing just in case. So it's better to have the Iron Head and not need it for an Aromatisse than to not have Iron Head and be walled by Aromatisse. So that's that. Next up, we have Teletubby, our Audino, Leftovers and Regen. Wish, Heal Bell, Knock Off, and Return. Impish Nature with 8 into the physical defense, 248 HP, and the rest is all going into special defense, maxing out that special defense stat. For the most part, this thing needs to be taking special hits. The majority of his team is special attackers, but I do want to have that little bit into defense, just so that we can maybe take a hit from the Delmise. Knockoff is very, very important in this game, getting rid of items on things, trying to scout for the potential Z Crystal. That is very, very huge. So that's why we have it here on this Mon. And then Return pretty much just hits everything except for the Delmise, which is nice, so we can have a nice just stab move that hits everything on his team. He actually has no return resists, which is kind of cool. So hopefully that can do some okay damage, at least get some nice chip on some other members of his team. The last one we're bringing is Man, Bear, Pig, the Reckless Embor with the leftovers, Flare Blitz, Wild Charge, Head Smash, and Sucker Punch. Adamant Nature, 208 into HP, 4 in Spadef, and 44 into Speed. The 44 into Speed, I don't remember what 44 in Speed was for. I think it's just to outspeed Mantine, min speed. I think that's what it's for. Realistically, the cool thing about this is we have Wild Charge for the Mantine. I think he will probably bring Zebstrika as a way of stopping that from being a thing. First time we're up against Mantine, if we end up in that situation, I'm clicking Head Smash. The reason I'm clicking Head Smash is because Head Smash still OHKOs Mantine, but it also OHKOs Zebstrika. Zebstrika is an electric immunity that he could use to try to sponge something for Mantine. And Head Smash just kind of hits almost everything he has that is an electric type switch in for the Mantine. So that's really, really cool. The only thing it doesn't hit super effectively or neutrally for massive damage is the Nidoking. And at the end of the day, I can handle that. I'm not too worried about the Nidoking, but for the most part, the Head Smash is going to be clicked against the Mantine, and that's going to be fantastic. Ugh. Once we eliminate the switch-ins to the Wild Charge, we can literally just click Wild Charge against the Mantine. We lose nothing by doing so. So we can take out the Mantine with this, and then we have Flare Blitz to just hit everything else on his team. Last thing we have is going to be Sucker Punch, though, because if for some reason Mew gets out of hand and is sweeping a little bit, we can get it down kind of low, or Volcarona is a little low and where he's kind of trying to sweep with that, or something along those lines, we can actually just go into our Embor and click the Sucker Punch button, and we can just hopefully just knock it out from whatever range it's at, and move on from there. We can be Gucci Mane, fresh out of prison with that. I think the Sucker Punch is a very, very good bring for us this week. I think it could be very useful, and hopefully it'll work out. But with that, though, we're going to head off into the match. Hopefully this team will pick us up the W here in this tournament, so we can get our way towards the top 16. Let's get into it. Ooh, alrighty, guys, we are here for our matchup against Wilder and the Justice Sovereigns for the DKD Deep Draft Tournament. Let us accept the challenge and get into it. Alrighty, so he decides to bring, let me actually shut my door. He decides to bring the, he decided to bring he actually brought the Sock, interesting bring. He brought the Volcarona, not surprised. He brought the Mega Ampharos. He did bring his Mew, he brought his Mantine, and he brought the Delmise. So he left out the Nidoking. I understand that one. I'm not too... Actually, I'm very happy that he didn't bring Nidoking. Nidoking was a huge problem for our team.
Aromatisse he didn't bring, which is fine, and Zebstrika he didn't bring, which is also fine. So realistically, I lose nothing by clicking Head Smash on Mantine now. So that's great. But to start the match off, I kind of just want to outright lead. What do I lose by leading with Mimikyu? Really nothing, honestly. I can just Swords Dance up. Turn 1. Yeah, against his team, I don't really lose a lot by doing that. Let's put McHugh in the calcs. Let me really think this through. No, I think McHugh's good. So, okay, turn 1. I don't know if they have the first turn Mega Rule. I don't remember if they have the first turn Mega Rule. Let me actually double check that right now. I do have the Discord open on my second monitor. Rules. Must hold its Mega Summon, must evolve the first active turn that it's out. Failure to do so is instant disqualification. So I'm just going to go straight for a play off. I lose nothing by doing so. Massive damage. Massive damage. He's going to Mold Breaker, go through my disguise, which is fine. We still have our disguise. So, and then it forces in the Mantine. All right, so let's run that calc real quick. Ampharos Mega Play Rough did 61%. So he's just max HP of some variant, and his Volt Switch did 61% to me. So he's probably just modest max HP, max special attack, which is good to know. I'm gonna Swords Dance on this Mantine. Give me a reason why I shouldn't. +2 player off actually to a KO. So he's gonna Scald me. Don't burn 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 me. Thank you. Scald kill me from this range. No, it can't. So I'm just gonna go for the play rough. Yep. He goes for the Haze. Very smart prep on his part. Very, very smart prep. I'm just going to go for... What's my best possible play here? I think that he's not going to want to go straight for the kill on me just yet, because... so I did, what, 55%? So that was... Wow, mint roll. If I've ever seen a mint roll, Jesus. 30%. It's gonna roost. So, do I think that he's actually the set that I think he is? I'm going to make the play, and I'm going to go out hard into Embor. He went for Scald. Damn it. I expected him to roost there. Well, I still think he's Min Speed, so I'm going to go straight for the Head Smash. He doesn't have a switch into this at all. Nothing he has can come in on this. Him going for the Scald on that turn really sucked. That really did suck. Yep, Ampharos dies. He thought I was going to go for the Wild Charge. We go for the Head Smash, and Ampharos drops. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That is what I wanted. He's going to go out into this now. Okay. I'm going to go into Mimikyu and die to the Zen Headbutt. Okay, that's fine. So he's carrying the Zen Headbutt. That is fine. Sock. The Scarf Sock against Mimikyu with Zen Headbutt. 37-44, so that's about range to being able to kill me with just like a Scarf Sock. Okay, so to my Mew set, how much is he doing with knockoff? He can't 2-hit KO me, so Mantine is the biggest problem right now for my team. Alright, +1. +1. I'm max speed, so it would be a speed tie. Could I maybe get to +2 right now? I go to +2. Can I kill him? Yes. Yes, we get it off before he goes. That's fantastic. We win the speed tie. That's fine. Because now he's at +1. I'm at +2, Spit F. He cannot kill me, and I kill him with Psyshock. Yes. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Are you kidding me? He has investment. Oh, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. Oh, he went for Fire Blast. Okay, that's fine. That's totally fine. I'm at +2 now. And he's got Sock. Sock actually can kill me from this range. He went so fast into this, I'm guaranteeing this is Scarfed. How much does Scarfed... how much does Scarfed knockoff do to Embor? 17-20. We are in range to still be able to live that. So I'm going to go into Embor. Yep. Does 20. He gets the 20. Damn it. Alright, well. With that in mind, I'm just going to click Flare Blitz. Because he has to go into something else to take that. And I get a crit on the Mew. Did that crit matter? Potentially. Let's see if that crit mattered. Alright, so like if he was an HP invested variant, then it definitely, well, I mean, yeah, it mattered 100% to kill. This is fine. I'm kind of bummed that we lost our thing that way, but at the end of the day, I'm okay with it. He goes Delmise. So, realistically, I should switch here, and I will, because I'm not dumb. Wow, Power Whip does a lot of damage. Okay, so my play here is to go for Knockoff. Yes, get rid of Cassie Berry. Interesting. So he had the Cassie Berry for my Ghostium. That's cool. So now what I can do is I can go back into Blastoise, Mega Evolve, and go for the Dark Pulse. You know, this thing doesn't threaten me. It's a Scarfed Sock. This thing doesn't really threaten me. Yeah, it can't even 2-hit KO me. So I'm just going to go... Dragon Pulse actually has a chance to kill, so I'm just going to go for that. Thunder Punch, no big deal. Because Dragon Pulse has a chance to kill, and it does. It does just kill. Great. So he goes Scald. How much does Registeel do with Thunder Punch to Mantine? 40%. Oh, he swapped. Rude. I'm gonna set up my rocks. This might work out in our favor because we have our rocks up. He can't outspeed and get rid of them on us. And he can't really do a lot to my Blastoise. So we can even just click moves and stall out his roosts. Dark Pulse will kill the Delmise, and I think this match is basically in the bag. I'm going to go for Dark Pulse, maybe get a flinch. A Dark Pulse flinch would be glorious. Alright, so he did get the burn on me, which sucks. But I get a crit there. Crit flinch would have been great. Flinch here would be perfect. Nope, okay. But I think in the long run, I can beat Mantine with Mew. Especially since he's already used 9 out of 16 roosts. How much does he do to Mew? Yep. We're going to... We'll play this game. We will play this game. Let me keep up the amount that a Z Shadow does. Okay. Not even nearly enough. There's no point. Perfect. We get the burn on him. That's great. Because that's going to force him to roost a little bit more often than he might have wanted to. And that is great by me, my standards. So I think he roosts on this turn. Now that he's at about half. Okay. Oh, we got a crit on the Z! Yes! Yes! Oh, yes! That's it. That's GG. That is going to be game. That is going to be game. Psyshock will pick up the kills. We pick up a 1-0 over Wilder and the Justice Sovereigns. Real tough luck. I'm sorry for all the crits. That does suck. I hate winning that way. That is my least favorite way to win matches. But we pulled up a W, so we are, as of this moment, 2-0 in our division, which is awesome. So that is off to a fantastic start. And yeah, hopefully we can keep up the roll that we are on. So with that though, I'm going to get out of here. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, I'm PokePrimer, signing off. Peace.